All right, first impressions on a few trailers that we've seen in the past week and a half or so. What do we have? We have Gotham, Constantine.
And The Flash.
Yes, the little sneak preview.
Yeah,
thing
I don't know if I
on
call that
Arrow.
a trailer.
Yeah.
It was like
little teaser.
a little teaser, yeah.
Teaser.
So, obviously for Gotham and Constantine, we watched these earlier in the week, so they're kind of second impressions a little bit.
That's
The
true.
Flash trailer, though, we
It is
just
like a second
watched, so that's pretty fresh. So which one do we want to start with? Should we start with Gotham?
Yes.
All right, go for it. What'd you think?
Gotham. I like it. It doesn't look too cheesy, actually. For me, I don't think it looked too cheesy. I thought, like, oh, it looks a little bit more like they're going for something serious. Like, it could be a little heavier and darker, which I like. In fact, I think the darker the better. Like, I mean, like, more adult. Not, I don't know what else darker could mean, but I meant more adult, like Hannibal or, something like that.
Yeah.
As far as, like, the cases of, like, what they're alluding to, all the crime, all the whatever, all that crap, all the murders. I want that
on the knife edge, yeah.
Yeah, I want all that to be
Yeah.
super, 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 super dark.
Right.
And I think that'd be make it for a very compelling show, but also hopefully have strong characterization. I heard Renee Montoya's in it, is a character I really liked, and they've also been tweeting everyone to read Gotham Central, which is critically acclaimed series.
It's a good series, yeah.
So if it's anything like that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, after we went to a comic store today and talked to some people about what they thought about these different trailers. That's why I say it's kind of a second impression, because we definitely had some outside thoughts. But I feel a little in the minority in saying that Gotham, to me, looks fantastic. I mean, I love the source material. I love that they're going where they're choosing to place the story. I'm a big Ben McKenzie fan. I think he's great. I like the trailer a lot. I like everything they allude to in the trailer.
Yeah. I like how creepy the Catwoman girl, Selena Kyle, looks.
Yeah.
She looks kind of, alien. She looked like the girl from, what is it, Splice? The eyes are so far apart that, she was like somewhat alien. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
And I was surprised at first watching it that they really didn't leave anything to be, guessed about who these characters are. They basically said the Penguin, the Riddler,
right,
Catwoman. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like they ain't messing around. They want to make sure people know, and maybe they'll pull some other people in.
I think it's the easiest trailer to pick apart, because at the end of the day, it's of these three, it really is the one that the most people have the most familiarity with.
Yeah.
Even people who aren't big comic fans still have a lot of knowledge of Batman.
Yeah.
So I think it's the easiest one to really pick apart. Like, well, I don't like this, and I don't like. Well, look at how she looks. But I really liked it. I'm really excited about it.
And who's the writer of this one? Oh, Gotham.
I don't
know if I remember the right. The director, is that the director who directed Game of Thrones, or is that for Constantine?
I think that might be Constantine, but I'm not sure.
It might be
I'll have to
Constantine.
double check.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was Constantine.
Well,
All right.
Speaking of Constantine, what'd you think of the Constantine trailer?
You know what? I actually really liked it, and I thought it reminded me of the movie. I know people might not like the movie, but I still enjoyed it for what it was. I love that there were angels and demons in it, and there's angels and demons in this.
Yeah.
The problem with the trailer, I think, is that they kept going after they should have stopped. Like, at one point, I was like, oh, they could stop here, but then they kept going, and then it started getting a little cheesy. They were showing a little bit too much. Like, they should have had a slightly shorter trailer. They showed too much. The special effects look decent compared to like something like Grimm or whatever. And I just hope, like with Gotham, they keep it dark, especially with Constantine. Keep it dark as possible. Hannibal dark, super adult dark, if possible. Not just another like Supernatural or Grimm, and not that those can't be dark, but you know what I mean, like
darker.
Yeah, and because he's British, I hope they put a little British flavor to it. Give it a little different identity than all those other shows.
Yeah, I think this is a great example of a second impression, because the first time I watched this trailer, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of it. I found it to be kind of silly. I found it to be really hokey, and I still kind of feel that way. But watching it a second time tonight, I wonder if the show is not necessarily that hokey, if maybe the trailer is just kind of poorly put together for me.
Some of those things in
yeah,
the end.
I think it's more how they cut the trailer together that bothers me. Because I think looking at just the scenes individually, it looks like it could be really cool. Definitely going to be a very Monster of the Week show, though. You can definitely tell it's going to be like that.
I hope it's not. I hope it follows the formula of Sleepy Hollow, which I think is a very good example of a good TV show and a very great pilot first episode.
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow. And it doesn't seem so like Monster of the Week, even though it kind of probably has elements of that, but I felt overall it wasn't trapped in it.
Also, this cast has those 3 like Lost actors who have been trying to get work since Lost came out, and their shows keep getting canceled. So it'd be really great if they oh yeah, it's like the Angel is from Lost.
Right.
There's that other guy is played Daniel Faraday on Lost. Like, I would love for them to have work that was solid, and then they didn't have to be in a new pilot every season. But yeah, of the 3 trailers, though, probably my least favorite.
Huh? Oh really?
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, somebody also mentioned to me, I didn't notice, but he doesn't smoke. It didn't, or you can't tell if he smokes or not, but he didn't smoke in the trailer.
Yeah.
So it might be saying that he doesn't. And is that really a big deal or not? I don't know.
We'll see.
I mean, Wolverine doesn't smoke in the movies.
Yeah.
He used to, be heavily cigar smoker.
So
Flash.
Finally, the Flash teaser, which was really short and sweet. I mean, there's not a lot to say about it. They didn't really show anything. It was just a teaser. It got me excited, though. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I was excited. It was a little... I wish I saw more, and it definitely seems like, okay, so he's going to be a super fun, silly type of guy, which I guess the Flash was kind of portrayed that way for years. As in the Justice League, he's kind of like the comedian or like the lighter guy, not necessarily
I feel like Arrow's dark enough. Like, it'd be nice to have a show that had a little bit more fun main character. Like, Oliver is so tormented. I'd love to see a main character in that same universe that's a little bit more fun and naive. I think that's exciting.
They just have to be really careful with not being too fun, because then it might seem cheesy. I mean, people are giving the criticism that his suit it's not form-fitting, and that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but they thought it looked kind of loose and whatever. But
it looked fine in the trailer.
It could be a first iteration of his costume. Oliver's costume changed throughout the season.
It's really changed.
It was all planned and laid out, and I thought, oh man, you could tell it was planned all along, as part of it, and I thought that's really smart. So that could be a part of it. In the trailer, I don't know if that's an indication of what the series will actually look like. Because it was really heightened, like stylized, like the colors and everything. It felt like there was some kind of one of those commercials. I don't know, but it almost felt like a Zack Snyder teaser for the Flash. But I thought it was very cool that Oliver was in it.
Yeah, that was great. What a great way to introduce. List 1 to 3, which one you're from most excited to least excited?
Most excited?
Yeah. List them in order.
Well, I'm going to have to say Gotham probably most excited, I think. Only because, I don't know, I think that's the one that's the most easiest to make successful, I think.
Hopefully.
You know what I mean? Like, I think the property can sell itself is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's like
definitely.
the easiest to sell and can probably be successful.
Right.
It's a cop show, basically. You know what I mean? It's easy to work on that versus, okay, how are we going to sell The Flash?
Right.
What kind of show is it going to be? And, he is kind of working in the police precinct as a, what do you call those guys? Oh, my God.
Like a beat cop or like a detective? No.
He's a, what do you call those guys?
Oh, a forensic scientist.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, we're talking about Flash, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So what's your number 2?
So Flash, because of that unknown, they have there's a possibility that there'll be, a lightning in the bottle,
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Or it could really bomb.
Yeah.
And
then
Constantine, I think you could see that as something that you may have seen before and might be just like, it's kind of like that, but not as good, that kind of thing. But I there's a distinction, I think, that makes it stand out. So I think it has possibilities, but I think it's in that order: Gotham, Flash, Constantine.
Yeah. For me, definitely The Flash is first. I'm really excited for that show. I really liked The Flash when he was on Green Lantern. I loved his character. I liked everything about that character, so I'm excited to see that. And I already know that team does good things because I love Arrow so much. Gotham, absolutely second, and Constantine is definitely third for me. I don't know. I'm still not super sold on Constantine, but we'll see.
Flash has a lot of possibilities too because we know it's a shared universe. So Argus might be showing up.
See, exactly.
Felicity could pop in and be like, "Hi," and and then there's also Ramon. Is that his name? A Vibe.
Yeah.
From
yeah.
LA.
That's
he's
great.
actually a character, and I can't remember if they said if there was someone else that I kind of can't remember anymore, but Star Labs, so
that shows a lot of potential.
There is a lot of possibilities, and if they do, I hope they use some elements from the book too, because I really like the book, the comic. So
yeah, I'm sure they will. Tomorrow night we are going to go see Godzilla, and we're pretty excited about that. So we're going to try and do a video afterwards. We're going to a pretty late showing, so hopefully we still have the brain capacity to do a video. I feel like I'm going to be pretty stoked after this movie, though. It's going to be hard for me to go to sleep afterwards, even though you're going to sleep right now. So we'll do that, and let us know which of the trailers you liked the most, which of the shows you're most excited to. List your 1 through 3 for us. Are we crazy? Are we right? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is First Impressions. I'm Jaysen Headley.
Carly.
We'll see you guys next time.
This is an extra bonus first impressions on The Flash, an add-on to our last one with all the other trailers.
Yeah.
So we just saw the Flash TV show trailer.
Yeah, the actual trailer, not the really fast teaser.
The extended,
like the for realsies trailer.
The extended trailer. This thing was pretty freaking awesome.
And we were so excited, we couldn't even set up. We couldn't even set up lights. We couldn't set up anything. We just had to videotape it because it was amazing.
Pizza, and we're like, oh my god, we need to do this right now.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I don't know. It looks... I mean, that's probably all from the pilot.
Yeah.
So that's the pilot. I think it's great. I think there's lots from Flash Rebirth in it, which is great, because I think that's a good idea. I love that they added, Ramon, what's his name? Oh my god. Vibe. And, what's her face? Caitlin Snow, Killer Frost. I didn't know that until just recently. I was like, oh, that's her real name? Oh my god, wow.
Yeah.
And so there's arrows in it, and so it's definitely a shared universe for sure. Not that it wasn't before, but
I mean, obviously it was going to be, but
and seeing the other characters, Detective West, I guess he's a detective. I didn't realize who the actor was for that, and now I know, and I'm like, oh, great, I like that guy. Right. And then I hear the 90s Flash, that guy, I can't remember his name. He's going to be in it somehow, and Ichabod Thorne is in it. Yeah. He's the guy. Was he in a wheelchair?
Yeah. Yeah, he's in a wheelchair.
So there's like so much.
I think he was in a wheelchair. He was sitting down a lot. I don't know.
Well, there's just so much set up there for people who are fans of the Flash in the first place or DC Universe. Yeah. So it's really freaking exciting, especially now. Basically, Jeff Johns tweeted that it was like Monday Gotham at 8, Tuesday Flash at 8, Wednesday Arrow at 8, and then Friday Constantine at 10.
And iZombie.
And iZombie mid-season. I mean, what?
Yeah.
It's like we have a break on Thursday and the weekend, but otherwise it's like DC Nation all week, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love the trailer. It was just, it was so much fun. The special effects look fantastic. I'm so excited that we're finally getting to the age of television where we don't have to sacrifice special effects as much, Like, that was the big thing. Like, for a long time, TV shows, for such a long time, TV shows, the big thing that made them different from movies is that their special effects were terrible, like in Grimm. But now, like, the special effects in this looked fantastic.
Yeah, they
looked really awesome. I also like that, they have this whole thing in this trailer where they're like, now there are all these superhumans that are going to start popping up because of this thing that was unleashed by Star Labs exploding. And I love that because that can cross over to Arrow. So now we can finally have those like super powered villains that we were talking about. Actual real like superheroes, super villains, things like that with powers.
Something about something dimensionally messed up.
Yeah, like black matter
came out. Matter.
Yeah.
So it's like dimensional, like it's kind of like what happened in Vibe or in the first arc of Justice League, where it follows in Vibe's book, where he takes care of all the the power people, all the people who have powers who are coming through, all the whatever you want to come through. So I guess it makes sense to have Vibe there too, but I wonder if they're saying that's the cause of all these people all of a sudden becoming metas, which is, this is the first time they're using meta as a term, as a term too, I think. But is that the reason why there's all these metas all of a sudden, because of that whole dimensional thing?
That's kind of what they said.
Yeah.
But that's really exciting.
So it's very like New 52-ish, I guess.
I love the special effects. I mean, I know I just said that, but I'm going to say it again. Like, the special effects look awesome. And if this is just the pilot, like, think of how much they can do. The budget looks great. The writing sounded really, really good. I like that Barry's a completely different character, even though he still feels like, it doesn't feel completely ridiculous that he's in the same universe as Arrow. Like, when they're in the scenes together, it doesn't feel crazy that Barry is such a different character. It feels right. Like, it feels like it should. The cast looks great.
I love the attention to detail they have with his powers. They made a point of, like, when he's running and going through things, like, all the cars, they all, like, shifted and moved.
It was great.
And I love that. Like, they just did a really good job with special effects. Like, when part of the house was flying, he literally, like, jumped and flew at it like he was catching, like, a football in midair and then landed, kind of, versus maybe just running by. You know what I mean? Like, just him running around. He was actually, like, doing things in super speed, mid-air, mid-jump, You know what I mean? It wasn't just, like, running around.
Yeah, it looks really... Even Izzy is really excited about all of this. She's like, ready to go.
Yeah. I just hope they explore more with, they started with a new concept in the comic with the speed mind, that he can not only... move fast, but then there's also, he can think fast, he can think of all the different possibilities of different outcomes.
But I think they kind of showed that when everything was moving in slow motion, he was, like, able to kind of evaluate around him, so I think that's going to be something.
And I also hope that they explore that whole thing about vibrationally, he can go through walls, and if it's the wrong type of vibration of the particles, it can explode, and all those different kind of things, just to, it's just to show people. A lot of people, I think, criticize the Flash and saying, all he can do is run fast. That's boring. Well, I hope they, change that view for a lot of people, that, speed can be a lot more. The Speed Force is a lot more in the comics right now. It's become a much bigger thing.
And when we did our video last night, like, I definitely ranked the Flash first, and then Gotham, and then Constantine. But it was like Arrow, Gotham, Constantine for me. Now it's like Arrow, Gotham, Constantine, like, way down here. Like, I'm so excited for Arrow now. I mean, Flash, or whatever.
Flash is definitely... you totally said that whole wrong.
I know, Arrow. I'm just really excited for Arrow.
When
I'm excited for the Flash. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for the Flash.
Definitely Flash is up here for me, too. That
looks great.
I'm not even as excited for Arrow. I'm more excited for Flash, and then Arrow and Gotham, and then Constantine, I guess. But still, I'm excited for all of it. I can't believe it.
Well, we're about to go see Godzilla, and we're going to try to do an actual where we set up and... see, that's Godzilla right there. Yeah, see? That's a scene from the movie. It's a spoiler. And we're going to go see that, and then we'll actually set up and do a video, hopefully after, if we're not so tired. But I get the feeling I'm going to be so freaking excited after this movie that I'm going to want to do a movie.
We could do this... one of these this is very last minute. Obviously, we don't have lights. No, not that our production values are that great, but we don't have anything set up. But maybe we'll do it on our way back. Who knows?
Ooh, that'd be exciting.
This is already too long.
I should probably
7 minutes long.
7 minutes long. Well, we'll cut some stuff out. We won't cut out the Godzilla noise because that was great though. So we'll see you guys later. Let us know what you guys thought of the Flash. Are you as excited about it as we are? Are you one of the 75 people who downvoted because you're a jerk who lives in your basement, hates everything? Tell us what you think about the Flash, and we'll see you after Godzilla.
All right, see ya.
Bye. What are you doing? What is happening?